What's up everyone? Welcome back here for another recap video. Hopefully you guys got some green with the stocks that were moving today. It wasn't an exactly crazy hot day, but there was definitely opportunity. Unfortunately, I did not capitalize as much as I would like to on the movers today, specifically TCBP, which we can go through today. I'm only up. TCBP probably made the best move today, in my opinion, and I'm only up $3.59. A lot of not being able to hold on to gains, a lot of getting chopped out of the trade, and then it going without me. And then I did also make another mistake at the open, which it's happened a couple times before, and it definitely is dangerous for sure. It's definitely dangerous for sure. I was lucky enough for it to not really affect. It didn't really turn out into any losses, but I did miss some opportunity from this mistake, which I can show you guys in a second what exactly happened. But finishing up 145 with ALUR to save the day. And ALUR, not exactly the biggest move, but I was able to get some profits on this pullback here. So pretty much buying this pullback and then selling for the push into the highs. And that was really it. Now that one, not really much after that. I didn't trade any of this first leg. I literally only traded this pullback. Let me see if it shows the trades here. Okay, no, it looks like I traded more than that. So I traded this pullback here, selling for some profit. Looks like I did some small size scalps in this area, but just could not get any big winners. A lot of maybe 1 cent gain, 2 cent gains on smaller size, kind of just adding up. Here I was looking for a continuation, but I was already at this point, I was like, I'm already running out of orders. So I'm at 1,600 orders on the week. And for Thinkorswim, well, I think it's like an exchange rules. Like you can only trade up to 390 orders per day or 1,950 orders per week, because there's only 390 minutes in a trading day from market open to market close. And if you're a retail trader, you can only trade an average of 1 trade per 1 minute candle, unless you're an institutional trader and licensed institutional trader, which I am not, and many of us are not. So we can only trade 390 orders per day or 1,950 orders per week. I'm currently sitting at around 1,625 orders on the week, so I only got about 300 orders, 320 orders or so left to trade with. And I was going to keep trading this because I thought it looked pretty decent. And maybe I could have got some more profit here on this next push higher, but in my opinion, it just wasn't worth me trading any longer, because the opportunity that I would be getting here at 11:45 or to 11:45, 12 at late morning, early afternoon, the opportunity that I would be getting would probably be significantly less quality than the opportunity I would be getting tomorrow. So I think the smart decision for me was which is what I did, which is saving those orders for tomorrow. In case we do see something good, I'll have at least 320 orders or so to trade with. If I happen to go over that 320 order limit, I will likely get a warning from Thinkorswim that I'm trading too much, and which I don't want to do, because there has been some traders out there who consistently break that level, consistently break that limit, and they send a letter in the mail saying we're closing your account for business reasons. And so I guess because they're trading too much, I guess they're not allowed to have them as a client anymore. So I can't continually be breaking that level anymore. Or I don't want to break that level at all, to be honest with you. I just don't want to even risk not being able to trade anymore with Thinkorswim, because I think Thinkorswim right now is the best platform to trade on. So unless there's another broker that has even better than this, I'm likely going to be sticking with TD and Charles Schwab. There has been an update on anyone who's using Dash Trader like myself with Thinkorswim. Charles Schwab and Dash Trader are setting up a beta testing for their API their API to link Dash Trader with now Charles Schwab. So they're doing beta testing for that. So it's likely going to be, I assume it's likely going to be set and ready to be used for May 10th, which will be the date that the transition fully goes through for the last remaining active traders at TD Ameritrade. And I'm assuming, I'm assuming that Dash will be available with Charles Schwab by that point, hopefully. Otherwise, I'm going to be executing through the TOS platform, and Dash I'm going to just be using for level 2 and tape data, but I'm not going to be able to actually use the hotkeys to send my orders through, which would be kind of sucky. But you know, if that's what I got to do for a short period of time, that's what I got to do. Got to adapt, and I have no doubt that I will still be just as successful. But I am assuming that is going to be ready since they're already doing beta testing for it. But yeah, ALUR, you know, got maybe $100 or so, kind of saved the day. I was down at my most point in the red, my deepest in the red. I was down. I was down almost, I think, like 100 something bucks. We can take a look at the intraday running P&L. It was really choppy for me. I started off green. Then I dove down into the red, and then climbed my way back up into the green slowly. So, you know, starting off great, and then just, and I think, you know, like 2 or 3 trades, lost $200 or $250. Climbing my way back out into the green, now back into the red, back into the green, now kind of just hovering around break even. Started to get something going, up 100, back to break even, and then finally back up to 145 and stopped trading there. So a little bit of a stressful morning for sure. Definitely felt some frustration at points, but I was able to stay calm, cool, and collected and didn't capitulate into the red. I didn't allow myself to take out my frustration on the market. Which is important. It is very important. My biggest ever mistakes and regrets early in my career that I would fall into is I would get frustrated and I would take it out on the market. I would take a loss. I'd take a $200 loss and then immediately triple my share size without even thinking and jumping right back in without even a good quality setup. Just jumping in with 3 times the share size after taking like a $200 loss, trying to make that money back because I was frustrated from that previous trade. And I'm trying to make it back in one trade, and you know, I take another loss on 3 times the size, and now I'm down 500. And then I double that again, and I'm in like 6 times or 7 times the share size I usually trade with. And then, you know, I lose again, and now I'm down like 1,200, 1,300. It's happened before. It's happened many times before. I would just go straight, like, I would just turn into like, I would be like blacked out, you know. I'd be like, it'd be feeling like I'm blacked out. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just like unconsciously just trying to repair the damage by digging a deeper hole. It just doesn't work. And the way to stop that is just, you know, whenever you do feel that frustration creeping in, when you feel the anger creeping in, when you feel the just you can't get on the right side of the trade, or it's just not working out, is whenever I feel that, you know, I always, now I do the opposite of what I was doing, what I instinctively would do, which would, so instead of pushing harder, I'm leaning back. Maybe I stop trading for a couple minutes until I get myself back together. Maybe I'll let the trade go without me. That's fine. It's better than taking a massive loss. And I try to get myself back to like an emotional stable place, and also maybe drop down my share size as well if I do continue to trade. You know, it's not worth giving back days and days of profits over, you know, one emotional mistake. So I would so much rather miss opportunity or undercapitalize an opportunity because I was frustrated or I let my emotions get to me, versus taking massive losses because letting that emotions or frustration get to me. It's much easier to deal with missing opportunity, in my opinion. Making that responsible financial decision or responsible trading decision to size down in the face of frustration to protect your account. It's a lot easier knowing that you're only leaving money on the table by lowering your share size or not trading a certain setup or not trading for the next 30 minutes than it is, giving back a week of profits or half of your month, making emotional decisions in the moment. I would much rather take the undercapitalizing than giving back 100% of the time. So that's just kind of my mentality, and that's what I remind myself whenever I feel frustration. But yeah, today, definitely felt the frustration. I was able to climb back to green, which is good, keeping the green streak alive, which is great. I want to be consistent. It's not exactly the hottest markets. So, if I can just maintain, just slowly building profits over time until the really hot market comes, then I can start to take bigger risk, because that's what the market would call for. We did have CADL, which is quite surprising that we're getting this decent move. It's very grindy, looks to be moving kind of slow, but I'm sure there's opportunity in this as well. I probably could have got some more green on it, but this looks like a stock that I'd be trading like 300, 400, 500 orders to having a decent green day, and that's just not, I just don't have the orders available to kind of trade this type of price action unless I take one position and hold for like 30 minutes. But that's just not in my strategy. That's just not my strategy. And it seems like whenever I deviate from that and I do take a loser, I'm always like, dang, I should have known. Just stick with the strategy, stick with what's working. And that's all you need. That's all you need. You don't need to start getting all fancy. My stats are saying that I'm profitable with this specific strategy, so this is the only thing I should be focusing on for right now. And that's what I advise everyone to do, is only to really start to master the thing that's working for you. Only focus on that and grow that to as biggest as you possibly can. Scale that to the biggest proportion that you could possibly can. And I'm sure eventually, once you start to hit limits, then maybe you can start to deviate the strategy if you want to capture more profit. But for the most part, the best thing to do is to stick with what's working and try to scale that to the biggest possible size that you can. So that was so my running P&L. I don't know if I brought this on screen here. So this is the running P&L. I totally forget if I brought this actually on screen or not. So yeah, very choppy. You can take a look at the calendar. So far April, very consistent, which is good. Smaller green days on these Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but that's okay. I would much rather have green days than red days. They weren't exactly the hottest days. So if I can stay small green, that's perfect for me. I'm not, beating myself up or anything that I should be more green. I don't think the market really calls for, massive size yet. So, completely content with what I'm doing right now until some better opportunity comes along. You can take a look at the statistics specifically for today. Only a 13% profit margin. And that has to do with my risk-reward ratio, which is 1-to-1. So my losses, $200 loss in one trade. It's not the biggest. That's not like a big loss or anything. Like I can make that back in one day or one trade. I have $200 winners all the time, $300 winners all the time. It's just that I didn't have any outsized winners either. So without having any outsized winners, I didn't really offset that largest loss, which brought my average loss higher and my average win kind of still being small. So that was that, profit margin, whatever, small green, it is what it is. I think I traded to the best of my ability. I was also a little bit tired. I didn't sleep too well. And whenever I don't sleep too well, sometimes I can get a little foggy. So that probably had something to do with it. But sometimes, man, like I ruin my sleep schedule for some reason. Like sometimes on the weekends, I stay up too late and it ruins my sleep schedule for the next few days. And I can't take naps either. If I take a nap, I feel like it screws up my melatonin production at, we're supposed to be producing melatonin or whatever at like 6 p.m., getting ready for sleep and building that melatonin up until you go to sleep at whatever your time is, 10 p.m. or something, or 11 p.m. I take a nap. The other day I took a nap at like 3 p.m. because I was so tired, and then I probably ruined that sleep schedule for last night. Because I don't know, whenever I take a nap, I'm just never tired at the time I should be tired, and it ruins my sleep. So got to get back onto that consistent sleep schedule. Sleep is so important to be able to perform at the best possible, the highest possible level. And I think that definitely got in the way for me today. I was a little bit foggy, and I'm not really sure if it was me or if it was the stock, but the stock, what was it? TCBP. Oh, by the way, we can go through that mistake I was talking about. Yeah, so this one is very nice. I was very surprised about this move. The move was the news was like an acquisition move, and I remember talking about it pre-market in my live stream. That I don't know if it really looks too good. Maybe we'll get a test of the highs. It was the only one that was looking the best, but it wasn't that great. And I was really surprised we got this massive move and 3 candles breaking out of the pre-market high. And then I started getting chopped in here. I started getting really choppy. And here I could not time the breakout. I kept getting caught at the highs and the dips. The dips, it would come down and dip so fast that by the time I hit the buy market on the low of the candle, I would be getting filled at the midpoint of the candle, and the profit was already gone. I was selling for break even or for a small loss. And that was happening over and over and over again. And I'm trying to size up. I'm in like 2-3K shares, trying to really size up into this, and just kept taking paper cuts. Here, trying to time this breakout was a headache. Trying to time break a 3 was a headache. It like tested 3, back down to 91, back up to 3, then to 301, then back down to 91, and then finally rips up to 327. It's like, what the heck is going on here? And then here I'm trying to buy the dip. This was actually a decent dip. I actually got 303 to 309. So I actually got filled at the lower end of the candle at 303 and selling at 309, which was nice. But we didn't get any much more opportunity after that and started to go backside. So that was TCBP, and I was up $200 or $160, and then back down to minus $150, and then back up to flat. So it was a little bit of a headache. But let's take a look here at the film. I want to show you guys this mistake that I need to learn not to do. It's very important. I need to make sure that I have all my T's crossed and I's dotted, because if I don't, it could be disastrous. It could be terrible. So I can already see it right now. If you guys don't notice, look at the Thinkorswim chart. I'm looking at TCBP, but my dash trader is showing TVGN. I don't even notice this. I don't even notice this for a couple minutes. And I'm thinking I'm trading this stock, and I'm actually trading TVGN, and I don't notice for like a good 2 minutes. And I take some trades doing this, not even knowing what was going on. So this is the type of mistake that I would beat myself up for a long time, because it's something that I could have easily avoided. You know, it's not a mistake of, oh, okay, I just bought in the wrong area. Okay, now I'll learn not to buy in that area. Or I bought in the right area, it just didn't work out. You know, it's not that type of mistake. It's not that type of loss. If something like this happens where I'm losing $500, $1,000 or more with a mistake like this, look at, I'm still trading the wrong stock. If something like this happens, and I'm losing a significant amount of money, I'm definitely not going to be taking it lightly. I can already tell you that. I would definitely beat myself up, because, you know, this is just idiotic. You know, this is idiotic. I should know, I should be careful enough to know what is actually going on here, and I'm still trading the wrong stock. Luckily, it didn't turn out to any red trades. I'm flat. I'm flat with the trades that I took on the wrong stock, luckily. But I did miss some opportunity, for sure. This had some decent opportunity in here. Now I'm finally switching over to the right stock. But, yeah, I think that also probably had to do with my lack of quality of sleep, or lack of sleep, just being a little bit out of it today. And so that probably contributed to the fact that I was trading the wrong stock. So I need to make sure that I cross my T's and dot my I's. Maybe I should have a checklist. I should maybe have a checklist before the open. I should have a sticky note next to my computer of all the things to check before I start trading, just so this doesn't happen. But it could happen in the middle of the day too. So it's not exactly like something that's just at the open. But this doesn't happen without, if I wasn't using DAS, it would never happen. But it's only with DAS because you have to like input the stock in each chart. I wish there was a link where I could type in, you know, TCBP on Thinkorswim chart and then jump over, and then it would automatically populate here, but it just doesn't work like that. So here I'm trying to trade here. I was up 160 or so. And I already gave back $50 on that small scalp there, trying to catch a trade there. I got smoked on that dip. That was it, man. So let's take a look here. I got smoked on this dip. So I buy 2,000 shares there, and then it doesn't bounce, and it goes down another 10 cents. I lose 10 cents on 2,000 shares. So it's $200. Now I'm in the red. And I'm still taking losses. I don't know why I didn't just buy and hold this. I guess I wasn't that confident in this setup. It did just make like $1 a share move. Took my profit there. And yeah, I mean, I guess it didn't really break out for quite a while. And it was difficult to time in this area. So buying the breakout definitely would have tripped me up. Yeah, definitely tripped me up here. So I'm still red on the ticker. And here, there's you got the breakout. And now we're already back down to 90. 90 on the bid. We break out to 390 on the bid. Now I'm trying to have time to break a 3, and it's just chopping around. Still trying to break 3. We're about to chip away 3, and then it dips right back down to 90 on the bid. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's so frustrating. And then it finally goes. So just some key areas where you had some serious resistance. It did open up at points, but I missed this entire leg. I guess it was tough to find low risk entries in this. I don't know. I'm sure some people did very well on it. I didn't do very well on it, but it's okay. I mean, I can't, you know, slay every single stock. I get that, but I'm definitely, you know, I want to perform, you know, I want to perform to the best of my ability and do the best that I possibly can. And of course it's frustrating for anyone who's a performance type of player. Anyone who's a performance type of player, you know, it's normal to get frustrated at opportunity that you missed or opportunity that you could have done better at. And that's just the nature of what we're doing here and the type of people that we are. As you know, traders, we want to, you know, we're no different than an athlete. And, you know, as an athlete, we always want to be an athlete or a trader. You always want to be at the best possible performance, peak performance. And you see opportunities that you miss. You see situations where you could have done better. But the only thing you can do to become better is to take that and study it and use it as fuel for the next opportunity, because that next opportunity always comes. Tomorrow we're probably going to get another opportunity. The best thing I can do for tomorrow is to take this price action, take this tape, take this film, and watch it and study it, study the entries, study the price action, study the tape, study the volume profile, and take that information to become better for tomorrow. And that's how we win. That's how we win. Do that consistently, day in and day out. And over time, you'll be a consistently profitable trader, and you'll be scaling up. You'll be more confident. You'll be scaling up and making more money than you thought you'd be able to. But I do want to remind you that trading is risky. So here's the disclaimer. Nothing is guaranteed. Trading is risky as well. So thank you for tuning in for this recap video. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this, and hopefully you guys got green today on some of these movers. They was a little bit challenging, but if you were in the right areas and timed it okay and got low risk entries, you definitely probably got green. CADL is moving. Hopefully somebody is killing this right now. Hopefully someone's killing CADL. This thing's moving. I'm not trading anymore because I want to save my orders for tomorrow, but hopefully someone out there in the community is taking home some money. So thanks for tuning in. If you're still watching, hit that thumbs up button for me and subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, take it easy. Peace.